Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we'll be talking about my bike, first impressions that people get, and reactions. So sit back, relax, grab yourselves a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the weather on this lovely Saturday afternoon. I hope the weather where you are is treating you kindly. But as the title of the video suggests, we are talking about my bike, the impressions that it gives, and people's reactions. I know I've done a video on the bike before, but this is something a little bit different. Now today at my work, 5:30 comes along, which is what time we close on a Saturday, and I'm greeted with not one, not two, but about 5 people on R1s, all wondering what my bike was sounding like. So naturally, I started the bike up, let it warm up as you do. To which, oh, that's nice, little Lotus, I think. But anyway, so I'm sitting there getting my helmet and gloves on and stuff like that, you know, as you do. And these guys, obviously riding R1s. I know women can ride R1s, I'm not being sexist when I say this, but they were all blokes. So naturally, when the bike started, if you guys don't know, or at least you should know by now, the dry clutch on a Ducati spins the opposite way to the way the wheels go. So naturally, as the wheels go forward, the clutch spins the other way. As you can now see, it's spinning like that. Now, because these guys on these R1s had never seen a dry clutch before, they were like, "Oh, is that the clutch? Is that the clutch?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." And he was like, "Oh, I see." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And they were like, "Oh, you got a way of going on the track with that noise?" And I was like, "Well, no, not really, but it passed the noise test." And they were like, "Oh, is it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kinda." And he was like, "What do you mean, kinda?" And I was like, "Well, it passed the noise testing, just. I wouldn't necessarily take her on track like this, but yeah, it did pass the noise test. Like I said, just." Oh, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, both the Big Bang R1 and the new shape R1, yeah, okay, they practically use the same engine, you know, obviously with a little bit of tweaking here and there, obviously going from a twin exhaust to a single side exit exhaust, so it's a 4x2x1 system, whereas the Big Bang R1s are a 4x2x1x2, or 4-2-2, one way or the other. So as you can imagine, that's why I do kind of like the sound of the Big Bang R1s rather than the new R1s, but you know, I digress, that's neither here nor there. But needless to say, they were impressed. And it's not every day that this old girl impresses R1 riders. And I did get absolutely ripped to pieces by them because of the size of my number plate. Yes, my number plate is like a dinner plate, or it's like a placemat. But I am going to change that, I promise. Over the winter, that will be getting changed, I promise you. So that's on the horizon, along with a tail tidy. A few other mod cons that I'm looking to do as well. Primarily cosmetic. The bike will be going away in October time, November time, to have valve clearances done. So valve clearances, timing belts, all that sort of thing is going to be getting done in the next couple of weeks. Well, couple of months, should I say. Once I had this tyre replaced, because I'm really not enjoying riding on this tyre now. I mean, in the comments down below, if you've ever had to ride anywhere on a ball tyre, especially the rear, whether it's daytime, nighttime, wet or dry, if you've had to ride in those conditions, how have you not got through it? Me personally, I haven't got through it very well. And the only reason I figured out that the tyre was at its legal limit, or near its legal limit, was because of the fact that I had a nail in it. And as soon as that got plugged, the mechanic was like, oh yeah, you need to change your tyre because it's practically on the legal limit, blah 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 blah. And I was like, yeah. And it wasn't until I went over a wet manhole cover, which is what I even said in one of my previous videos, that is, you know, the bane of all UK motorcyclists. I completely forgot to listen to my own advice, and I must have just touched the manhole cover or slightly got too close to it or something like that, because oh my fucking god, I'll insert it into the video at some point so you guys can see what happened, but oh my fucking god, did I shit myself. And I completely, you know, didn't react the way I should have done, if I'm honest. Because the first thing I did was I pulled the clutch in, stuck it into second gear, then waited for it to sort itself out, then I let the clutch out. Whether that was the right thing to do or not remains to be seen, but at the time it was the best way for me to react to the situation and for the best way for me to deal with it. So, you know, go figure. I mean, I can't turn and tell people off for doing their own thing, but you need to be safe for these days. And if you're not safe, you're going to end up in trouble. It's as simple as that. It's like with these fucking road markings. I absolutely fucking hate what they're doing around here. I mean, look, this one section of road, what is it, what, 20 feet worth, 30 feet worth of road blocked off just for a fucking bus lane, cycle lane. It is what it is, I guess. At the end of the day, what can you do? You live and learn. You adapt to survive. So anyway, back to these reactions that I get from people when they see my bike or hear my bike for the first time. It's like the guys at work, a lot of them are like, oh yeah, your bike's too loud, your bike's too loud. But you know what? I don't care. My bike gets me noticed, and if it gets me noticed, it keeps me safe because people are looking for me. It's like going back to that video I did not so long ago about the loud pipe saving lives. It is true. I personally think that loud exhausts do just give you another dimension instead of just your horn and headlights and whatever else. If you can be seen or whatever, then you know that makes more sense. I'd rather be seen than not. Do you know what I mean? It's like the police have their blue lights for when they're on an emergency. Fire brigade, likewise. Ambulance, again, likewise. That does not mean to say that I can't do the same. Okay, it may be an MOT failure to have loud exhausts, but to get around that, all you do is you put your standard exhaust on for 1 day, 2 days, or however long it is before you get an MOT, and then once you've done it, you bang your loud cans back on. That's what I do, that's what I've always done. It's just the way I do things. Also, ladies and gents, another topic that's up for discussion just of late. I would put it in a poll on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but I'm not 100% sure how you do that. Now that I've paid off the 1098, what should I get next? There's a couple of bikes I've got in mind. Big Bang R1, New Shape R1, KTM Super Duke 1290R, Suzuki K7, Suzuki GSX-R 1000, What else? The Aprilia RS V4. I don't think I could afford the 1100 factory, so a standard V4 will have to do for the minute. That's kind of where I'm at the minute in terms of my sort of short list. Oh, GTR. Can you imagine having a rev battle with this thing? Good God. Sounds nice though. You got to wonder what possesses people to do the things they do. Don't know why that idiot had his hand out the window, but there you go. Takes all sorts, I suppose. Yeah, going back to the original topic of the video, which was my bike and first impressions and what people think of it. If you were to see my bike parked at the side of the road, what would your first reactions be? Would you be like, oh my god, that's really cool, that's really good looking, that's a beautiful bike? Or would it be, what is that dirty old thing? You know, what would your guys' reactions be? I'd love to know in the comments down below what you think of my bike. You know, honestly, I'd rather have an honest, you know, unbiased opinion from someone rather than someone that I know is just going to say, oh yeah, your bike looks cool, even when it doesn't. Does that make sense? Does it? I hope it does. Sort of makes sense to me, but you know, I am 36 now, so I am going a little bit senile. Also, boys and girls, in the next couple of days, maybe a week or so, I will be doing my first ride review on my RX-7. I've now got all the adhesive sticky pads that I could ever ask for. I have now got one of the many chin mounts that I've asked to have made to turn up for me. So I'm going to attempt, and I use the term loosely, I'm going to attempt to try and set up my GoPro on my RX-7 so that we can do a test ride together, so you can see what the new RX-7 is all about and how good or bad the sound quality is. Now, I hate to say it, but I have a horrible feeling that the sound quality is not going to be brilliant, purely because the RX-7 is a race at the end of the day. So if you can imagine what it'd be like having a race helmet with a microphone in it when I'm going at any sort of speed, it's not going to be brilliant, obviously, but I'm hoping that a lot of the things that I need to do to make the audio better, I can do with a couple of tweaks in post-production, a couple of tweaks on the camera itself. So I'm hoping, with any luck, we will have just as good, if not better, audio than what we're currently getting now. Because like I said, I am looking to get a Purple Panda microphone to try and improve the audio quality somewhat. So that will be hopefully making an appearance fairly soon. Well, can only hope, but that's the general gist of it anyway. And if anyone's interested in getting a Purple Panda mic, from what I know, they are currently £28–30 on online. Now, I'm not sure whether that's through Purple Panda's own site, or if that's on Amazon or something like that. I do remember seeing it was like £28.99 or something stupid like that. So that's something that I will be investing in soon, because by all accounts all the big motovloggers in America are now using them, like Chase on Two Wheels for one. He's using a Purple Panda. There are a couple of others that are using Purple Panda as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think Motovlogs is using one, and so is Waterific. So hopefully, with any luck, my audio will be as good as theirs. What's this learner up to now? Oh bruv, what are you doing? You know when you just have to look and be like, right, what the actual fuck are you doing? What planet are you on, you complete and utter prune? Complete and utter prune. Where am I coming up with these fucking insults? I've been hanging around with the guys at work too much, man, I'm telling you. Anyway, boys and girls, I hope you've not been too bored. But as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, you know what you got to do. Make sure you tap that, smash that like button, tap that bell, and get involved. Become part of the family. Drop a subscribe. Tell your friends and family. Again, just like before, I'm looking to start my own line of merchandise. I'm going to start with t-shirts. If you want to see what they look like, just write hashtag t-shirt in the comments down below, and I'll put a picture up in one of my news feeds, either on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, of what they look like, so you guys can cop a look, see what they're like. If it's something you want to get involved in or something you'd like to be part of, then again, as always, drop it down in the comments down below, and we'll see what we can do. And as always, boys and girls, thank you for all your continued support. Thank you for all the likes, comments and subscribes. Thank you for all the feedback. Thank you for just being there, being part of the journey with me. And if we're lucky enough and we reach 10,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So if you want to be part of the giveaway and you want to be in with a chance of winning it, again, make sure to spread the word. But for now, this is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the roads, stay away from COVID-19, look after each other, be safe, be careful, and as always, adios!